goodness, I am so excited to be with you all today for a different kind of Three Themes at Three. And happy Friday. That's right, Kathy. She says happy Friday. Yeah, yeah, I love that. It is great to see you. Who do we have joining us? Lots and lots of people. In fact, so many of you actually got on. Uh-oh. We got an audio issue. Hold on. Let's see. Hi, Sable. Hello from Kansas City, home of last year's and this year's Super Bowl champs. Okay. Hello, Janet. Oh, thank you. Can they hear me okay? Adam?
I'm checking.
Nobody's saying anything yet that you had it. I know. Paula says, Kris, you made it. Lots of snow. Yeah, I taught a class this morning. Can you believe it? Up in Logan. And yeah, we made it. Oh, we're good. You can hear me. Okay, great.
Okay, good.
Awesome. Okay, so yes, lots of snow. Very, very snowy. What do you think of all the snow, Christopher?
I love the snow.
In fact, you're kind of sad that we haven't had more of it this year, huh? Yeah.
Yes, I moved here and was like, wait, there's no snow? Where's all the snow?
Utah's supposed to be the greatest snow on earth, and where is it?
Not here.
Well, today, let me tell you, today on the way down, we got all of the winter snowstorm, but we made it. So there we go. Let's see, what else do we have going on? I see that some of you are from sunny Arizona, sunny Florida. You're making me jealous, just saying. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind being in Southern California right now.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Okay, snow day there. In fact, I was talking to someone from, I believe it was, where was it? Des Moines today, and she was saying how much snow they were getting. Lots and lots of snow. So, yeah, from all over. So on snow days like that, you just want to stay tucked in, don't you? For sure. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and get started with theme number one, shall we? So for those of you who are new, welcome to Three Themes at Three. This is something we do every day, Monday through Friday at 3 o'clock Mountain Time. So glad that so many of you found us. And on Fridays, we started something new this year where we bring on a new guest. And sometimes it's some of you out there. Some of our wonderful customers end up being my guests, which is always a lot of fun. But today, oh, I'm so excited. Look who we have in the house today. Mr. Christopher Thompson, in other words known as the Tattooed Quilter.
Hi, so good to be here.
Okay, so let's go ahead and find out a little bit more about Christopher. And of course, if you guys have any questions along the way, feel free to type them in the chat box and we'll do our best to get to most of them. But I've had so much fun in this last hour just getting to know this guy better. And I think he's got some really great things to share with you today. So are we ready to get started? Let's do this. So, Mr. Christopher.
Yes.
Okay, first of all, tell us a little bit about you.
Yes, so Christopher, I'm originally from Virginia.
Okay.
Which is probably why you're going to hear a little bit of a twang.
Oh.
Yeah, I just moved to Salt Lake City from New York City.
Okay, that's a huge change.
Yes,
huge change. That's huge. And tell them where you lived in New York. I mean, this is not just anywhere in the state of New York. Tell them where you lived.
We lived 3 blocks from Times Square.
Can you believe that? Three blocks from Times Square, and he's now here in Salt Lake City, Utah. Unbelievable.
In a questionable neighborhood, I've heard. But yeah. Nothing compares to living 3 blocks from Times Square.
There you go. That would be really a lot of fun, a lot of hubbub going on there, right?
Yes. I do kind of miss the energy of the city, but the quiet is nice.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, but you left a lot of quiet because of the pandemic,
Oh,
right?
yes.
Very different.
Yes. Starting in March, the city got very quiet.
Yeah. So tell us what brought you out to Salt Lake?
So I recently joined Riley Blake Designs full-time as the Director of Product Marketing.
Whoa.
And before that, I had spent the last 15 years working at The Gap in visual merchandising.
What did you do there?
So when you go to I always joke and say I fold sweaters, which I do, by the way. I fold sweaters really well.
Okay, I'd like to see that. Yes.
But visual merchandising. So my team and I were responsible for how the product shows up in stores.
Oh, okay.
So like if you walked into a store and saw a table of folded sweaters, my team laid those sweaters out there in a certain color order or a certain fold.
There's a lot of behind the scenes that I bet we don't even realize that goes into stuff like that.
Yep.
Right? And that was your job.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you loved what you did.
I did, yeah.
And
mostly kids and baby, mostly Gap kids and Baby Gap.
oh my gosh.
I know the Baby Gap stuff is
Oh yeah,
so
the
good.
Baby Gap stuff
Yes.
is to die for. I remember I would, even before I had children, and I would always walk by the Baby Gap things, and I'd be like, oh, one day.
Yes, yes. I
So
still look at it and
fun.
I'm like, I just want to squeeze everything.
Yes,
It's so cute.
It's so cute.
The softest,
exactly. So you kind of came from an apparel industry, am I right? And why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got started with sewing?
So sewing is something that my family's done for years. My great-grandmother was a quilter. My grandmother was a quilter. My great-aunts quilters. And my grandmother really this is what I know as a quilt bee, quilt guild.
Okay, so would they like sit around?
They would sit around the wooden quilting frames.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they were called the Cheerful Ladies Club. And they met. And it's interesting because you can go back and find newspaper articles from their minutes of their meeting.
No way.
And they would say, like, Miss Elizabeth Byers made sandwiches, and they had their minutes and talked about what they were going to do next for charity, because they did a lot of charity work, too.
That's awesome.
So that's what I learned as, like, the first quilt guild, really, was the Cheerful Ladies Club.
Oh, my gosh.
And
The Cheerful Ladies Club. Uh-oh.
We're having some
Looks
audio
like we're
issues.
having
Oh,
some
no.
audio.
I'm working on it.
Okay,
Working
we're
on it.
holding on it.
We're having some audio issues.
we're echoing.
Echoing. Okay. Hold on just a second.
Hold on.
Sound is like it's in stereo. Looks like it's better. So, okay, tell me the name of this group again.
The Cheerful Ladies Club.
I love that. The Cheerful Ladies Club. It doesn't get any better, right?
And when they would meet for shows, they would wear red gingham dresses and bonnets. And there's pictures of them in the fire parade, the local fire
Oh
parade.
my gosh.
Wearing their
No way.
gingham dresses.
This is
and
your
gingham
grandma?
and my great-grandmother.
Your
Yep.
and great grandmother.
Uh-huh,
Okay, okay. And was this in Virginia?
It was in Virginia.
And
yeah.
what part of Virginia? Someone was asking earlier.
Southern Virginia, near Virginia Tech, a
Okay.
little town called Pulaski.
Pulaski. Okay. Is that where your family still is?
Yeah, most of my family's still there.
goodness. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So they'd wear these red gingham little bonnets and
Dresses, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, and they would quilt and sew, and my great-grandmother did some apparel. They also did a lot of crochet and crafting. Crafting was huge in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
It's still pretty big.
Yeah.
And I just grew up in that environment. Both of my parents were super creative. My dad did a lot of woodworking. My mom crafting, crocheting, knitting. So I guess you could say it was in my DNA from the start.
Yep. That's for sure. And then when did you get your first sewing machine?
My first sewing machine, because I've always used my grandmother's. My mom had one. I want to say my mom had a baby lock. It's probably like a weird tan color now, I'm sure, after all the
that's
years.
right. Yeah.
But I got my first sewing machine when I moved to New York City. It was a Janome.
Okay.
And I bought it on
Awesome.
HSN because I could pay for it by the month.
There you go. Yes, that works.
But I spent a lot of time researching the right machine.
Uh-huh.
And when you start to research something, you go down a rabbit hole.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
So I bought my first machine and started quilting.
And you were telling me that you did your first quilt at what age?
I was 15.
15, you guys.
Yeah.
15. Wow.
It was for a church talent competition, and it was a schoolhouse block.
Oh, okay.
And I machine pieced it, and then I hand quilted it.
Wow.
But I hand quilted it with 2 thimbles because I was a wimp. And I actually should have brought it today. I have it with me. I should have brought it.
So awesome.
But I look back at it and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, this is so terrible.
Don't we all? Yes, yes, for sure. But 15 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really amazing.
And you're
right?
going to be shocked to find out what color I made it in.
Ooh, I have a guess. Could it be blue?
It was blue.
It was blue. Okay. You'll
Blue
see
and
why
white.
he loves blue
Yes,
so
blue
much.
and white.
Yes. That's too funny. I'm glad you kept it.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to keep.
Yeah.
You know, those
And it's still in
kinds of
pretty good
things.
shape. I mean, besides the stitches.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
still in pretty good shape.
You just look back and you just shake your head, but you know, we all got to start somewhere, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So you were sewing at 15, you got your first sewing machine, you went off to college, and then what?
Yeah, so I went off to college and I graduated actually with a degree in theater.
Okay.
I had a journey of wanting to be a teacher at one point, and then I was going to go into advertising and graphic design, and then I got the itch to do theater, and then just made that happen. And realized that I wasn't going to make any money in theater.
Okay.
So that's when I started working at the Gap.
Uh-huh.
And the Gap taught me a lot and had a great experience there, and ended up moving to New York with the Gap.
Okay.
And that's kind of when the Tattooed Quilter was born, when I moved to New York.
Okay, so he brings up my next question. The Tattooed Quilter. That's what he's known for, but tell us where you got the name. You don't have a tattoo, do you?
Oh yeah, I have quite a few.
Okay. There we go. Would you show us?
Yeah.
Would you be so kind to show us? Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
So my scissors,
I love it.
that's my pin cushion.
Look at his pin cushion. Oh my gosh, that is too cool.
And then probably
What
from
else do you
here
have?
up is all tattooed.
Yeah.
Some of my
are they also
fingers.
sewing things or no? Not necessarily.
This is actually a stitch from, I don't know if you can see it.
You're flipping us off.
Oh, I am.
buddy.
Oh. Whoops. We're live. We're live. Yeah, so my middle fingers have tattoos on them.
Yes. Okay,
and one
but
is,
tell us what the stitch is.
so
Yes.
it's a stitch from my first Janome sewing machine.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what stitch that is.
Yeah, I
Some
know.
sort
Yeah.
of cross stitch. Something.
Right. Yeah.
And then this one is a T-pin, which
Oh,
we use
it
T-pins
is.
in visual merchandising. When you do mannequins and
I
you
love
pin
that
it up.
there's like this meaning behind these.
Yeah.
And so you said, okay, I'm going to be called the Tattoo Quilter
Yeah.
because that's going to help, like, I said it's going to help you stand out, right?
Yep.
From the rest. And that it did. You started a blog.
Yes.
And
Because that's what everybody was doing.
Yes, this was back in 2013.
13, yeah.
Okay. And the blog still does phenomenal. In fact, why don't you tell us where they can find your blog?
Yeah, so if you go to thetattooedquilter.com, and it's pretty common for people to misspell tattooed.
It is.
So there's
yes.
2 T's and 2 O's.
Yep.
But yeah, the Tattooed Quilter was born out of a way for me to share what I had been working on. And at the time when I first started, I was actually interviewing some of my favorite designers.
Really?
Heather Jones, one of my favorite modern quilters.
Yes.
She was really early on with me on the blog. I still
Yeah.
love Heather. In fact, whenever
Yeah.
I teach a quilt class,
I haven't seen her for a while.
I teach based on how I learned from her because I was an assistant with her in one of her classes.
Okay.
Great teacher.
Yeah.
Allison Glass, I interviewed
Yeah.
her. There were several others that I talked to, and it was just like a Q&A, and then
Yeah.
I would just put it on my blog. And then I was like, wait, I'm actually getting more interest and more connection through Instagram. And so I basically started sharing everything on Instagram. And but I still blog.
Follow him on Instagram too.
And
Yeah.
it did on Instagram. I wasn't the Tattooed Quilter when I first started. I was NYC Christopher. And kind of midway through my journey, I ended up switching it to the Tattooed Quilter because that's
Well,
was my brand.
It's your brand. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. Exactly. So, speaking of your brand, you had when you started, you were telling me you had a friend who just for like $200 designed a logo for you.
Yeah.
Which you still have
Yes,
to this
I
day.
still have it.
You haven't changed the logo.
Nope.
And but there's something significant about that logo that now has made an appearance again. What is that?
Yeah, so my logo's black and white, and I have, it says the Tattooed Quilter, and it says NYC, which is very interesting, because now I don't live in NYC. But there are
Are
two...
you going to change it to SLC?
I don't know. I don't know if I
Please,
can.
come
Oh, and there's a project that I haven't even shared on Instagram yet.
Oh, there you go.
So everyone's getting to see that one. So someone says, please tell me you don't use your arm as a pin cushion.
Oh.
Well, an occasional time.
There you go.
No one cares we've all been flipped off. Oh, that was good. That's good. I like that one.
I think it was actually quite hilarious.
My bad. Yeah, so I can't remember if it's the top or the bottom of my logo, there are, is it on here? Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
On the bottom of my logo, there are 2 pins.
Can we get a shot of this, Adam?
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look.
Oh, good one. Good.
And there's a glare too, right? Oh, yeah.
A little bit of a glare. Let's see if I can get that to this way. There we go. There we go. Okay, tell us about the logo. Oh my goodness. There we go.
Yeah, so it says Tattooed Quilter, and then there are 2 pins crossing each other, sewing pins, and then it says NYC. And so
That's cool.
those pins have been have gotten a new life.
Yes, they
in the
have.
past year.
Yes, they have. Because he has a new, well, it's not brand new, but it's within 6 months, so I'd say it's pretty darn new. Is his new, one of his newer fabric lines is called
Pin drop.
Pin Drop. And I think we've got some pictures that we can show you of that, right, Adam? Okay, so let's take a look and see. Tell us a little bit about Pin Drop.
So Pin Drop is my second basic with Riley Blake Designs, and it's the pins from my logo,
I love it.
which is, near and dear to my heart because it's my brand.
Does it make you so happy to see those on fabric?
Yes.
I mean, that's got to be kind of just this full circle kind of moment for you to see all of that printed on beautiful fabric, right?
Yes, and with this one, I wanted a beautiful rainbow, and so there's a great range, warms to cools. We say warm to cool a lot in the fashion industry, which is, pinks all the way to black. And then there's some low volume in there as well. 2 of my favorites in this are the yellow head pin drop,
Why is that?
which has the little yellow pin head.
Yes, yes.
Pretty common.
Oh, because it takes us right back,
Yep,
right?
yep.
Yeah, okay, I like that.
And then there's one that's rainbow as well, so it's a rainbow pin drop.
Perfect. And these are what a lot of people might refer to as low volume prints. Am I correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so
Or a blender.
or a blender.
Yep.
So one or the other. And you all have probably heard of some of these things before, these terms. Can you tell us a little bit more about when we consider something low volume, what exactly does that mean?
Yeah, so I'll tell you what I think it is, and sometimes it's subjective. Everyone sees things differently, but low volume to me is like a grounded, it's like a cream or a white, and then there's a print on it that's within the same tone of family. So like you might have like a pink on white, or I guess you could have a little bit of a color on there, but white on white, cream on gray. Yep.
So maybe we don't consider if it's got a color to it, maybe it's not a low volume, is what you're saying?
Yep.
It's more what we would refer to that more as a blender.
Yep.
Okay, so then if you want to go low volume, we're talking more of a cream, grayish,
Whites.
whites, but then with just a small print.
Yep.
Or it could be a large print,
It could be a large print.
but a thin line.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, and let me tell you, we've got this amazing lineup of low volume prints coming out this
We
fall.
do, yeah.
Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, so coming this fall with Riley Blake Designs is our designer collection of low volume prints called Hush Hush. It's gorgeous.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Yeah, and you guys are getting to see it, which is awesome.
Yeah, we ordered it all. Yeah, and Adam, we're on number 2 right now. So
No, we're on number 2?
Yep.
Let me change it.
It's all good. So this low volume collection, tell us a little bit of background behind it.
So this is, they're assorted designers. So some of our Riley Blake designers each turned in a low volume print that represents them. And I believe there are 21 prints.
I love it.
It's available in September.
Okay. Yes, and we
And you're going to
ordered
get
the
a mix
whole
of scale.
collection. Yes. Oh, look at
I
the
know.
flamingos.
Yeah, if you know Bev McCullough Flamingo Toes, you know
Yes.
she loves flamingos.
That's perfect.
Lori Holt, Sandy Gervais.
Oh,
And there
my
is a little bit
goodness.
of color in here, which is fine. It's still very low volume.
But it's not the background.
Nope.
Right. Yes. So that's a good way to look at it. And when are we? Oh, yeah. There you've got the cats or the kittens, whatever you want to call it.
Yes, Jedi
with
Craft
Amanda.
Girl.
Yeah, that's
She has
very
the
fitting
cutest
for
cat.
her. And I love the one by Simon, Simple Simon. I just love that.
Jill Finley.
Huge,
Yep.
huge fan of her. Oh, and you can't go wrong with the ruler print.
I know from
right?
Janet.
Yeah, so these are going to be really, really just a great collection.
And mine is in here somewhere, I think.
Ooh, where is?
Unless I got
Oh,
the
there
oh,
we
no, there I
go.
am.
There we go.
So mine is called Color List, and it's actually
that's cool.
a list of colors from Riley Blake.
No.
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
So off-white, pewter, pina colada, Riley white.
Oh, brilliant.
Most of our lower volumed solids
Uh-huh.
that we have to offer.
Yeah.
I thought that was a fun way to incorporate Riley Blake
Oh, I love it.
in my print.
And is this going to become a basic, or is this still as just a collection for Hush Hush?
We are going to continue it as a basic, more of a, what you would call a limited edition maybe.
Okay.
It's called Volume 1, so fingers crossed Volume 2.
Oh, wouldn't that be great? I love it. So that means if you want volume 2, you got to buy volume 1. Okay, guys?
That's right. You don't want to miss this one.
That's right. Let's do
Here's one of the
that.
quilts that we designed with the collection.
Oh,
It's gorgeous.
wow. Ooh, that is beautiful. It's just very subtle, classic, very traditional piecing, but you've got some great looking prints in there.
And then I think
I
there's
love
one
that.
more quilt.
Let's pull that up.
Yeah, Little Miss by Andy Knowlton, A Bright Corner.
Okay, that's cute.
So here,
Is she using solids on the color?
Yep, so those are
Okay.
confetti cotton solids.
Uh-huh.
And we're using Hush Hush as the background.
I love that. So that's what a lot of people will do is they'll use low volume prints for backgrounds. Am I right?
Yep.
You see it quite often, especially in like collage quilting. Okay, if you wanted that real eclectic look, it just kind of gives it some more, dimension to the quilt. Instead of, you don't have to go just solid white.
Right.
Right?
They give some texture. I like to say texture.
Exactly.
There's some texture in there,
Gives
or depth.
texture in it. Yep. I love it. It makes it interesting.
It does.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And the other fun thing I can say about this is, and we're keeping this kind of a secret, we're going to
like
be doing
secrets.
something really fun with this when it launches.
Okay.
That relates back to Riley Blake a little bit.
Oh,
So stay tuned for
okay.
that.
Oh, I can't wait. So tell us exactly what you do at Riley Blake. They got you to come to Salt Lake City.
Yes.
I mean, you moved from New York out here to Utah to the West.
Yep.
And we're so glad you're here. But what got you out here?
Yeah, so I have been designing fabric for Riley Blake for 3-4 years now. And an opportunity came up with them as the director of product marketing. And I said yes. And it's, I think having been in the industry for a while, it just felt like a really natural transition for me to work behind the scenes and get to see how it all works. And it's great.
Yeah.
Been here 3.5 months, 4 months now.
Yeah.
And I like to tell people that I am the liaison between design and marketing.
Okay. All right.
So I'm kind of the middleman.
Ah.
I support the design team and then I support the marketing team as well.
Which, is huge, just hugely valuable for Riley Blake, I think. To have someone from your experience, and you kind of have that experience from both sides, right? Merging together, that is a win-win for all of us, I think.
Yep.
That's amazing.
I'm excited. I'm excited to be here and
Yeah.
we're doing some awesome things. This year is going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
A lot of really great things in the pipeline. So yeah.
Ooh. Okay, so Pin Dot is now out in stores. We have it on our website because I know a lot of people were asking. But there's another basic that has been wildly popular for us here at Girlfriends. We use it in so many kits. It is one we reorder and we reorder and we reorder again, and that is called Blossom. Let's take a look at down here in front of me, Adam, if you will, because this print is also done by you. Christopher, tell us a little bit about this.
So this is my first basic with Riley Blake Designs called Blossom, and it's the teeniest, tiniest little blossom flower.
Can we get up close on this one, Adam? Yeah, it is. It's teeny tiny.
On the map.
Teeny tiny. Okay.
It's just a really fun little tossed flower.
I like that it's tossed. I like that it's not absolutely symmetrical, right? And I mean, do you guys recognize this fabric? Do you recognize this? Because we use it all the time. And this was created by yours truly. So, and how many colors is it in?
Oh gosh. I know we added some colors. I want to say we're over 50 now.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Wow.
Including some low volume.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Including some low volumes. Are we up a little bit closer on this,
Yeah, we
Adam?
are now.
Okay. All right. Because, yeah, this is just such a fun print. It goes with just about everything. Jan is saying she loves Blossom. And Sally loves the Blossom, and she's not seen it before.
Oh,
so that's great.
Jack's mom's on. Hi,
Oh,
Lori.
hey, Jack's mom. So glad to have you here. And so, yeah, it is just a great little print, and it goes with just about anything and everything. And it's not too foofy.
Nope.
And but it has still a little bit of a modern feel to it.
Yes. And when working on this, my intention, to your point, was to have a basic that wasn't a solid, that wasn't a heavy print, that was non-directional, that could be used in pretty much every project.
That's right. Larry says he needs that Blossom in white.
We do have it.
We do have
yeah,
it in white.
It's white on
yeah,
white.
Yeah. It's a good one, Larry. So yeah, definitely need to pick some of this up because again, what a great little, added dimension to something, especially with that white, right? And Judy says she loves, haven't seen this, and she now needs some.
Okay, yes, you do, Judy.
I totally agree with you, Judy.
And Carol said mustard color and blossom. Yes, mustard. I will say this from the
Is that this one?
From the fashion industry. Mustard's having a huge moment right now between
Is it?
fashion and home decor. Mustard is really hot.
Do you know, these guys will all laugh at me because they know how much I love the color mustard. I wear, when we did this blooper reel at the end of last year showing different things from 3 at 3. You wouldn't believe how many times I was in one of the shows and I was wearing mustard. They're like, you think that's Chris's favorite color? Now you guys can call me a fashion guru. That's
right.
what I am.
You're on trend.
I'm totally on trend. Yeah.
Well, I have a question for
mustard.
you.
Yes.
Are you a yellow mustard kind of girl or a Dijon mustard kind of girl?
Oh, I definitely know the answer to that.
Okay.
Dijon mustard.
Really?
Yes. Yes. No, that's not the right answer.
Well, for you it is. For
Oh.
me, no.
Oh.
I am wholeheartedly a yellow mustard kind of guy.
Really?
I can't do Dijon.
Really?
I can't. I just
Dijon is yummy, Christopher. Remember that.
I like my
Dijon's
yellow
yummy.
mustard.
Too funny. Who knew? Who knew that there was such a difference? But you're kind of right. There is
Yeah.
a difference. Yeah, for sure.
Up a line.
Heidi's is saying mustard. Mustard's her favorite. Brown mustard, Suzanne is saying. So what's that?
Hopefully somebody else said French's.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, somebody said French's. Yay! I'm not alone. I'm not alone.
No. Now, guys, if you love blossoms, you're going to be really happy to hear this because Riley Blake now has wide backs in blossom. And how many colors are we looking at on wide backs?
There are 12 colors now.
Okay, 12 colors in blossom, wide back. And let's take a look at these colors. And
These
this
are the
is
newest ones.
actually, yes, these are the newest ones. And these will be arriving to us in about a week, Riley Blake is telling us. So as soon as they come in, we will for sure let you all know about it because why don't you tell us a little bit about wide backs and why they're a big deal?
Wide backs are a big deal because you're not piecing together fabric for your quilt back.
Exactly.
So it's wide enough to where you don't have to do that work, even though some of us like to do that, and some of us add, our quilt blocks in there.
Oh, no.
and-
I would rather boom, slap,
yes,
get
me
it done.
too. Me too.
Call it good.
Even on my mini quilts, I'm like, where's the biggest chunk of yardage that I have?
Exactly.
I don't want to have to piece the back.
Exactly. By the time you're done with it, you're done. So why not have a really cute wide back like a blossom,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And there's with 12 different colors, you're going to be able to really find just
Yes.
about anything that you
Yes.
want, right?
Yep.
And so watch for that, you guys, because we will have the entire collection at mygirlfriendsquiltshop.com so that you can get in on your wide backs. And I'm really excited to let you know that we are going to be opening up a huge library of wide backs, including Blossom, that we're going to do special wide back days
Oh, awesome.
through My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop, where you can get a really good savings on your wide backs. So how wide are we looking at? 96, 108?
It's 107, 108.
107, 108.
Yep.
Okay, so that's what we're looking at for that. And let me tell you, it's pretty nice to be able to do that. Wide backs have kind of gotten a bad rap over the years.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
But they're getting better.
Maybe it's because I'm a lazy quilter.
No. They're getting better. Like with the quality.
Yes. Oh, yes.
With the quality.
And the prints.
And the prints
Yes.
and stuff. And so I think, but something like this, you can trust the quality, and you've got absolutely darling prints.
So a secret that I have about wide backs is you can use it for binding too.
What?
Because then you don't have to piece together your binding.
Stop it. Oh my gosh.
I'm not. Am I the only one that does that? Maybe I'm. I don't know. Again, I'm a lazy quilter.
I honestly never thought about that. What? That's like, boom. Yeah, that's an aha moment for me. Yeah, because then you wouldn't have to. Oh, sheesh. Wow. Okay. Yeah. There you go. Great idea. I love that. So, someone wanted us to point out that there are actually a couple of table toppers that we use blossoms in, and I'll show you those. Let's take a look right over here. Isn't this the cutest thing you ever did see?
It's so cute.
This is something we did here at Girlfriends. This was part of our pillow of the month, and of course we use blossoms in it. And I didn't have time to.
One sec. I gotta cut out audio. Okay, we're good.
Okay, I didn't have time to put a pillow in it. I hurried and grabbed it from the kit room today because I was coming down here. But it actually is made for a pillow, although it'd be adorable just as a table topper, right?
Yeah, or a mini quilt.
Or a mini quilt. And look how cute that is. The
So
little
cute. You know what
peeps.
this? Yes, Peeps.
Little peeps.
Did you know Peeps are coming back?
No.
So they didn't make Peeps for, I believe it was Christmas and Valentine's Day because of the pandemic, but they're coming back for Easter.
Oh,
Coming back for Easter.
isn't that a sweet thought?
Okay, so do you eat your Peeps with the packaging
boy.
open
Oh,
and
no.
them a little stale?
Oh, no,
Or do you
no,
eat them
I'm-
fresh?
Okay, I'm going to get reamed again. Let's see. What's the right answer? I'm going to embrace my inner Christopher. No, I do it. I like them fresh.
Okay.
Is that how you like them?
I like them frozen from the freezer.
Okay.
Yes.
I've never tried them frozen from the
They're
freezer.
so good.
I bet they would be.
It's so good. I'm
Yeah.
excited they're coming back. But yes, this reminds me of
Well,
Peeps.
Well, there you go. Then you have to have one of these, Christopher. I really believe it.
And tulips are my favorite flowers.
Are they really?
They are, yeah.
Do you know, so we took this little tulip design that we did here, and look what we did here. We made it bigger. Yeah, we did. We made it bigger. There we go. This pattern is actually on our, in our club, inside our club. And we just made the tulips bigger, and this is a fun little wall hanging, isn't it? And you can see we also use blossoms in this one.
So cute.
Thank
And I
you.
love that you're having a secondary, quilt block that looks like the flying geese
Yes.
there, which I love.
Yes, yes, yes. So this is just kind of a little modern take on a tulip. So if you're interested in this, you'll find it on our website. Okay? Oh, a lot of people are agreeing with you. They love the stale peeps.
Oh, someone said they use them for Rice Krispie treats.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. I like that.
Oh, I would love to go to Holland for a tulip cruise.
Wouldn't
That
be
sounds like
amazing?
fun.
That does. Well, we we ever get back to cruises?
I hope so.
Oh my gosh.
I've never been on one.
What?
Never been
You
on a cruise.
haven't?
No.
Oh boy. I think we should have my girlfriend's quilt shop cruise. What do you guys think? And we'll have Christopher come and join us. Let's hope we can get back to the day of cruises.
Oh, Holland, is that Holland, Michigan in May?
Yes,
Millions
Holland,
of them have
Michigan.
been planted. Oh, that's so fantastic.
Oh, we'll see. We could do it and go to
Washington.
Michigan. Let's do it. Okay, so
love
this
tulips.
is blossoms, and yeah, we got more blossoms. Now, this is so fun, you guys. Okay, this is actually a quilt that was designed by Christopher, and it's called Soho, and we have this as a kit on our website. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this? Because I know there's a story behind it.
So, well, first of all, I think if you know me, you know that I love mini quilts.
Yes.
And the reason why I do mini quilts is because when I started the Tattooed Quilter, I lived in a 425 square foot apartment, and I didn't have room to do large quilts. So
That's,
I've
what?
only
Good
really
point.
made mini quilts.
Okay, I was chuckling because you were telling me, okay, you started 425. Then when you were in Manhattan, you were at what?
650.
50?
Yeah.
Now, guys, he's in the big city of Salt Lake.
That's with
And
1,200.
With 1,200, he feels like he's died and gone to heaven. So he actually has a sewing room
Yes,
now.
I have a sewing room.
So anyway, okay, sorry.
Yeah,
That
so
was
mini
totally
quilts have
off.
always been my thing,
Uh-huh.
and I laugh when they get to like 30 inches because then I start to freak out that it's too big and I don't know what to do with
When
myself.
when they get to what?
30 inches.
Serious?
You're like, that's a quilt block in
That's
some quilts.
Yeah.
No, it's just, I don't know why, but
Mm-hmm.
even as my style has evolved over the years, mini quilts are still near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
And maybe that's because my first quilt that I made
Mm-hmm.
was sort of a mini quilt. So yeah, this is Soho. And Soho, for those that don't know, is a neighborhood in Manhattan. And it was once sort of the artsy district of Manhattan. And now it's more of a shopping district. And there's a street that kind of leads you into Soho called Houston Street.
Houston. Okay.
But if you're visiting New York for the first time and someone says go to Houston Street, and you see the sign, you might think it says Houston.
Houston, yes. Is
It's
it spelled
actually
the
Houston.
same way?
It is spelled the same way.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. But it's Houston. Who's also
Okay.
was a fashion designer. So yeah, Soho was inspired this mini quilt.
Wow. Okay, so where's Houston on here?
Oh, right in the middle.
There you go.
And
love
when I
it.
did these mini quilt kits, it was important for me to share some of my favorite places around Manhattan. And in Soho, one of my favorite restaurants is Balthazar. And it's sort of a French restaurant, a little fancy. It's been there forever, and I have so many fond memories because they were usually open 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And so sometimes we'd end work
yeah.
late, and we would go there and eat and hang out and stuff. But they have the best shrimp cocktail in the world. And they have a really delicious burger and a steak, and it's just a really fun place. So giving a little shout out to Balthazar, which is
yeah,
closed right now
Balthazar.
because of the pandemic.
Oh,
but-
so sad.
Yeah.
So sad. Oh my goodness. Well, I have to say I love the colors of this quilt. In fact, with you putting that black, it just made everything else pop, right?
Yes.
And so to me, this is just beautiful. And of course, you've got blossoms in this one. And
So that's green on white.
the green on white blossoms. And then what do they call this one? Is this
That's
Kisses?
Kisses.
Okay.
Another basic from
Another
Riley
basic
Blake.
from Riley Blake. And then this one, it has a little bit of a texture to it. What is this one called?
That's Shabby by Lori
Okay,
Holt.
Shabby. So you've used several different basics in this little table topper.
Yep.
And this would be perfect for like springtime, right? This reminds me of the spring, and this just makes me smile. Like as soon as I saw these colors together, I was like, oh, I'm so in love with the corals and the blacks and that pop of green in there. It is so pretty. And like you, because you like mini quilts, I feel the same way because it's like a quick win, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a quick win.
You can do it over the weekend. You can do it at night.
You just want a little something to like
A fast finish.
Yes, to sit at the sewing machine and just do. And this is the perfect thing to do it with. And then you've got blossoms on the back.
Blossom on the back. That's right.
So I love it. So this kit is online on our website as well. And now you guys know a little bit more of the story behind Soho.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone said every time I look at this mini quilt, I see a different block. I love that.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's a square. There's another. Is that a square? No,
Yeah. Well, you've got a square and a square.
Square and a square.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you've got the
four
patch.
patch.
Yeah.
Flying geese.
Yep. Ohio Star. Yeah. You've got it all in there. So it's just
Like me, a
it's
mixed
great-
bag.
Oh,
You never know. You never know what you're gonna
Oh
get.
boy, no! You could get the middle finger
That's right.
thrown at you.
I'm not gonna live that one down, am
No,
I?
you're not. I'm too funny. Yeah, Birdie says nothing like instant gratification,
Oh,
and this
yes.
is one of those projects that it definitely is. And the kit includes everything you need for it, so even better, right? Okay, so you have this great little kit. Love it. Oh, I should also mention somebody said on here that I need to tell you about the Tulip Festival at
Thanksgiving Point.
Thanksgiving Point. Oh, someone already has told you. Have you been?
I have not been to the Tulip Festival.
Okay.
I've definitely been there for Garden of Quilts.
Yes.
And haven't been there for the Tulip Festival, so I'm looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't get to see the light show, which I heard is really impressive during
Phenomenal.
Christmas.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, we didn't make it to that.
Yeah. You know what? I think we should take a minute to tell people about the Garden of Quilts.
Garden of
because
Quilts,
we have it coming up again in September. And guys, if your travel restrictions are going to allow you to come out to Utah and come see us in September. Tell us about Garden of Quilts.
Yeah, Garden of Quilts. This is the third year of Garden of Quilts, and it's at Thanksgiving Point, and it's put together Riley Blake and Thanksgiving Point, and it's an outdoor quilt show.
It's gorgeous.
I mean, the first year I was speechless, and I'm an emotional guy. I cry at the saddest things. Sometimes not even the saddest things.
No. Yeah.
And when you walk, it's the main building,
Yeah.
and there's that beautiful patio, and you walk out, and you just see all the quilts outside, and your breath is like taken away.
Goosebumps.
Yeah.
All over.
Because I think traditionally we think of quilt shows are inside. But just seeing them outside, I was
and you see them swaying in the wind, and then you have the beautiful gardens all around it. There's nothing like it, right?
Well, and then you're in there, and you're like, wait, is this real?
Yeah.
Like, because when you drive in there, it's very industrial. There's lots of buildings and office buildings and restaurants and things like that. And then once you're inside the grounds, you're like, where am I?
Yeah.
It's very magical.
It's like the secret garden, Christopher.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's totally the secret garden. So there's the quilt show, and then there's classes, classes, trunk shows, etc. And there's also vendors are there selling things as well.
Yeah.
Food.
Yeah.
All the things you want.
What are the dates for that? Do we have dates on that? September?
Yeah, it's the third week. Usually
Third
the
weekend.
18th, 19th. Yeah.
It's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So, all my girlfriends out there and a few boyfriends, come see us. It would be so fun to have you come out in September.
One sec. Audio issues I'm fixing again.
The venue is just stunning. Okay.
Okay. We're good
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
I can only imagine the quilts hanging up for
insane.
display. It's phenomenal.
Oh yeah, Sister
phenomenal.
Oregon is
Yeah.
on my bucket list of places
Yeah.
to go. I haven't been there
Yeah.
for that quilt show either.
Come to Utah. Come to Utah. Let's do Garden of Quilts together. Wouldn't
Yeah,
that
we're
be fun?
finalizing the details now.
It really is an amazing event. Now.
Oh,
we've
Kelly
got a
just
few-
said it's the 15th through the 18th of September.
Yes. 15th through the 18th. So Deborah said she had a friend who had a quilt in the show. That's awesome. And how close is it to MGQS? Oh, Sue, I got some good news for you, my friend. It's like, 20 minutes,
If that.
if that. 20 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving Point to our Sandy store, and then to Logan it would be an hour and a half, but we will so make it worth your drive. So come, plan
You
on
could get
the
a
30th
car
of
full
September.
and drive up.
That would be so fun. Okay, I'm like, my mind is like thinking of all the fun stuff we could do in conjunction with that. All right. So, in addition to all these amazing fabrics that he designs, would you believe that he also does notions and finished goods and all the things that make your sewing life more fun? So, I brought in a few things to show you today. And, oh, I don't know where my pencils went. Let's see. Sammy, could you ask Mike about if he's out there, if I had pencils, but okay, tell us about this cute bag.
Yes, so I love a tote bag, and you know, lots of places still have plastic bags, but I love to take my tote bag when I go shopping, and I wanted to have a range of tote bags designed that were sewing themed. And so this one says sewing makes everything better.
Everything.
It really does.
It does.
When you're having a bad day, you just go to your sewing room, no matter how messy it is.
I know.
You still go in there and pet some fabric, and life is good.
Life is good. I was telling people in my class this morning, I was working on Aria, the baby lock Aria. So Aria is her name. And I said, Aria doesn't talk back to me. Aria is very sweet and kind. And she makes me feel better about myself. So there you go.
Yes.
I do believe that sewing makes everything better, and it doesn't necessarily, you know, life's hard, and sometimes we go, oh, well, you know, if you could get away for a little bit, maybe could it be just, it doesn't make it easy, but could it make it a little easier for a moment?
Yes.
Just for a moment?
Yep.
Could things be just a little bit simpler, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I love it. So you've got sewing makes everything better, and let me tell you what else I love about this tote bag, Christopher. I thought this was genius. It's got a zipper.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Pretty sweet, right?
Which a lot of tote bags, you know, don't have a zipper.
No, they don't. So to have a zipper already installed at the top, this would be so fun. So I love this bag, and I think
My signature black and white.
Yes, exactly.
Ties back to my logo.
That's true. I didn't even think about that. You talk about another signature black and white. This is my favorite little notebook. This is Cut, Sew, Repeat. Oh my gosh. Okay, tell them a little bit about this.
Okay, so cut, sew, repeat. If you've been on my blog, that's how I sign off. I say cut, sew, repeat, the tattooed quilter.
I love it.
And these are the pins from my logo.
Yep.
Signature black and white. And then it has graph paper.
Ah, see, that's the key.
Yes.
That's the key right there, folks, is this has graph paper. So I know all of you want to do a little bit of designing here and there, or try and work things out so you can draw and doodle your little
draw
quilt
your quilt
blocks,
designs,
or just use it for writing.
Yep, use it for writing. I use it for my notes at the office.
Yeah, and it's quite big. This is a bigger notebook. I love it. Cut, sew, repeat. Isn't that cute?
And the cover and the backing are a really nice thick material, so it's not flimsy.
It's not flimsy.
You can throw it in your bag. You can throw it in your tote bag.
There you go. Wouldn't that be a cute gift to give to someone who is a quilter? Like these are the kinds of things that I just love to pick up and have ready for my quilting friends, because these aren't things maybe they might not normally pick up at the store, right?
Yep.
So it's just like that little giftable that's so cute. Isn't that cute, you guys? Sally's saying she loves graph paper notebooks. Yeah, really, really fun. And Deborah loves the zipper on that tote.
And look how cute they are together.
Oh, look at that. Okay, you guys, I'm going to make you just drool because there's even more. Take a look at this. The set of pencils of Cut, Sew, Repeat. Okay, I love these pencils. We've sold them several times on our comment sold sales, but let me tell you.
I don't know if I can get it open.
You've got little quilt sayings on them. And can you guess which one is my favorite?
Oh, this is my test now, huh?
Yeah, this is his test. We're going to see which one's your favorite and which one is my favorite.
Okay, so I'm going to give you Quilt Math is Hard.
Yes! You're right! You got it! I love it! Quilt math is hard. Yes.
It really is.
Uh-huh.
Measure twice, cut once. Cut, sew, repeat.
Cute.
You're so fun. SEW.
SEW fun.
Quilt Math is Hard. This quilt won't design itself. That one's probably my favorite.
Okay, that's a close second. That's a close second. This quilt's not going to design itself. How about this quilt is not going to sew
itself either.
Yeah, that's right.
But they're so great.
Exactly.
They're black. So they match all the little things, and then you can use it on your in your little notebook.
Ooh, are you going to design something for us right in front of us?
No.
Oh, come on.
I use the eraser to erase it.
That's all good. I love it. I love that. Aren't these cute items? Okay, you've got another one that I cracked up at.
Yes.
When I saw this. Tell us about what made you decide on this.
So door hangers to me are so cute.
Yeah.
And we all, well, now I have a sewing room, so I can
There
I
you
have it
go.
on I can use it in my sewing room.
Look at this.
But I thought they were just a really great little gift.
Yeah.
Even if you wanted to give them individually, they're sold in a set of 4.
Yeah.
But even if you wanted to give them individually to your girlfriends, you could.
That would be fun.
So one says, "Do not disturb, I'm crafting. Do not disturb, I'm sewing. Do not disturb, I'm quilting. And do not disturb, I'm creating."
Okay, can you make one that says, "Do not disturb, I'm eating peanut M&Ms"?
Yes. And drinking a Diet Coke. That would be for me.
Yeah.
Or petting fabric.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So I love these. I think they're so cute. And they're a good quality item as well. And like he said, you could get a set of 4 and you give them to different people.
And
in your
on the
life.
back.
Yes, the
On
back
the
is
back,
the best.
yes.
Right?
Pin drop.
Oh, snap. Look at that, guys. Of course, it's the pin drop. We got to love that. So I love it, the pin drop. Again, somebody said, I now love knowing the story. Like, they loved pin drop before, but now they know the story behind pin drop, and it just means, like, even that much more, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this last item that I want to show you guys today. Oh, no. Oh, I'll save the best for last.
Okay.
Okay, let me show one more here. This is the brand new Blossom scissors. Look how cute.
They're so cute and so little.
Oh, so everything's cuter, smaller. The
Yes.
smaller you get, the cuter it just becomes, right? So here we go. There we go. So look how fun these are. And I know a lot of you who collect these little embroidery scissors, right? And so this is the little Blossoms one. Can you see that? Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, the blossoms, so sweet. And then you've got the pink blossoms. And of course you have the white. You might need all 3. I'm just saying, right? How many of these, be honest, Christopher, how many of these do you have at your house? A dozen?
3,
at least?
6, 9. Yeah, 9?
9 of them, 3 of each.
They're so cute on a little peg, like on a pegboard.
There you go.
They're like a cute little home accessory,
Exactly.
even if you don't use them.
Even if you don't use them. Everyone's loving the pink. Everyone's loving the pink. Yeah.
I would say second to blue, which blue is my favorite color. Pink is my second favorite color.
I love that. Yeah, they are adorable. So we have, and Robin says you always need another pair, right? For sure. Oh, Marion said, I don't have a door to hang it on, so I need to hang one around my neck. Do not disturb. I'm going to put it around my neck. Exactly. There you go.
Oh, a baseball hat would be really fun, too. Just stick it up with the baseball hat.
There you go. There you go. Dee is saying she loves the Sains. And, Betty Jo said, I have a collection that includes my great-grandmother's.
Oh.
Hers are the original stork. That's pretty
really
cool.
cool.
Yeah. Okay, and Sylvia now wants a purple one. Can you make that happen,
All
Christopher?
right. I might know a few people.
Yeah. Purple is amazing. So that would be really cute. So aren't those sweet? So these are also from Christopher. Look, it's got your name on there.
I know, Blossom.
Do you feel like you're like thebomb.com, right? Because you are, you know that, right? My daughter's probably listening going, Mom, that is so 90s to say that.
Thebomb.com.
Thebomb.com. But there we go. There it is. Blossom, Christopher Thompson.
Yeah.
To see your name in
So if you
print,
love
that's-
Blossom the fabric,
You're
going
gonna
to
love
these scissors.
But to see your name, is that kind of surreal to you?
It is. It's really weird.
Has it hit you that you are, you've taken your sewing journey full circle?
It's really weird. It's very special, though, because I know my great-grandmother and my grandmother would be really proud. And, I want to put out things in the world that people would love for generations to come. The fabrics being on a quilt, you give it to your daughter, and then their kid gets it, and then so forth. And
Exactly.
so it's a full circle moment for me, and then my products hopefully will be a full circle moment,
so
too.
true. Your family must be really proud of you.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think that's amazing.
I mean, I can be a little wild and crazy at times, too, so...
And that's A-okay. Okay, so we're going to end today with sharing this gorgeous bundle of fabric. Tell us about this. Yum. Oh.
Yeah, so Blue Stitch is my latest collection that just came out in October. Blue is near and dear to my heart. This is my second blue fabric collection. I love blues. I'm actually surprised I'm not wearing a blue Oxford shirt today because that's sort of my signature look. But I feel like mixing it up a little bit with some plaid.
Yeah.
So yeah, Blue Stitch.
Isn't that pretty?
So it's a mix of some navy blues, some denim blues. Riley Blake has this gorgeous denim solid color that I love.
Pretty grays in there too.
Gorgeous grays.
Sometimes I don't think we think that blue is okay to go with gray.
I think it grounds the blue.
I agree. I love it.
There's some bright blues in there. Florals, because I love florals. I love a little ditzy print, a little stitch print.
Yes, the
And
stripes
I
are good.
love a text print in a fabric collection. I think it pulls everything together. And this one has sewing themes on it.
Oh, and it has sewing themes.
Yeah, sewing phrases.
Oh, sewing phrases. Yes, yes. Look at that. Ooh, that's a neat print.
The little daisy print.
Yeah. No, this
Oh,
one.
the trellis?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the trellis. That's cool in there because you've got some great, you have some great scales here from small to larger. I love it. And then the print, oh, tell us what some of those things say on there.
Happiness is handmade. I think it says one stitch at a time. Sewing mends the soul.
I love that. So those are all phrases that we can all appreciate, can't we? Oh, so true. Larry says he wears blue and gray all the time. Yeah, this is beautiful. I love this in the gray too. That is just gorgeous. What do you guys think about this collection? Yes. Cindy says that is too pretty to cut.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
I would
that.
just love to look at it. I've been trying to tell everyone that life is too short. You got to cut the fabric, folks.
Yes.
Cut the fabric. It's
And we
beautiful,
were moving when this came out, so I haven't even cut into my fabric yet.
Oh, I can't wait to see what you come up with it. Come up and do something with it,
I have
right?
a few ideas.
Oh, look. Hey, I recognize that guy. Can I draw a mustache on him?
Yeah, and maybe a few extra pounds.
Yeah.
The COVID-19.
That's
The COVID-19.
Gotta love it, right? Oh my goodness. So do you guys just love this fabric? Would any of you like to win this fabric? Let's bring it up. Yeah, Adam's like raising his hand. Me. No, sorry,
Unfortunately, I'm
Adam.
not qualified.
This is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. Let's bring the camera up and take one final look at this. And maybe, do you think, Christopher, before you leave today, you could autograph this?
Oh, yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, that would be awesome. So guess what, guys? Someone out there is going to win this fabric bundle. So how do you do that? What we're going to ask you to do is simply make a comment below as to something new you learned today, something you thought that was interesting, maybe an aha moment for you, something you're more intrigued to learn more about. You know, any comments that you put, we will go ahead and draw a winner by, let's see, today's Friday. On Monday at 3 I will announce the winner. So even if you're not joining us live, and you're watching a replay of this, you can still get on and make any comment. We'll go through, have the random number generator choose a winner, and someone who's very, very lucky is going to receive this. Isn't it gorgeous? Bonnie says, I hope it's me. I know, it's so beautiful. And if you want more of it, we do have it up in our Logan store, and we can get some of that cut for you. So, all right. So let me talk about theme number 3 as we wrap things up. Theme number 3, of course, well, maybe you've guessed it, right? All of these wonderful items we've talked about today are going to be on sale today. So 20% off. You can find it if you go to mygirlfriendsquiltshop.com. That's with 2 P's and an E, SHOPPE. mygirlfriendsquiltshop.com. Type in deal of the day, and up will come all of the themes. The pencils, all the themes. Yes, so cute. cute, and they're all 20% off. So make sure that you get in on some of those special deals, because this I got to take this home. This is so stinking cute. I love this. So, because I do believe it. Sewing makes everything better. It just does. So that and a bowl of M&Ms.
And Diet Coke for me.
And Diet Coke. So, and these are just fun items to have, whether it be for yourself or to give away to others. I think we can all find something that we would love to, keep in here. And especially now that you've heard from the designer himself. Doesn't it make such a big difference to know, like, there's a real guy behind this thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I put my pants on the same way you do, but I probably lay down to put mine on.
There you go. Okay.
And I'm crazy,
And
so
you're crazy.
here we go.
I know. I love it. I love it.
You're getting to know all the things.
All the things. and yeah, and I'm not gonna let you live down the, giving the bird out to everyone.
See, I almost forgot about it.
Oh no, I'm not gonna let you forget, because that was dang funny. But no, he was just showing off his tattoos, and then one thing leads to another, and there you go. You've been so much fun to have today.
Thank you.
My gosh. So I love to end our Fridays with asking our guests to tell us something, a bit of life advice that has served you well over the years. Can you think of something that you can share with everyone? What life advice has just served you well in being where you are today?
Yeah, so I think for me, life is really short,
Mm-hmm.
And I think do the things you want to do. I think we often get worried about, especially with social media, we get worried about what other people think and what other people are doing, that we're not doing enough, or not making projects fast enough and sharing enough and things like that. Don't worry about all that stuff. Mm-hmm. I get tangled in that myself. And life is just really too short. So eat cake for breakfast, have those M&Ms, drink that Diet Coke, and take care of yourself.
Yeah.
But life is really too short. That's been the best advice.
Yeah,
that I've
definitely.
been given.
Well, do more of what you love, right?
Yes. Yep.
Do more of what you love, the things that bring you joy.
Yep.
And I would have to say that so many people in this community that we have are, they're doing more of what they love right now, and it's bringing them a lot of joy. And that's kind of what we need right now, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We sure do.
Oh my gosh. It's been so much fun.
Yes, I've loved it. Thank you so much.
I'm so glad you came. I'm truly honored that you would come.
This is a great way to start my weekend.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Exactly. A great way to start Friday. Some people have not even heard of you, Christopher.
What?
So I know. What? So here you are. And now you know him. You got to follow him on Instagram. You got to follow him on his blog. Go to the tattooedquilter.com to learn more. And I would imagine you just have a link there for the blog.
Yeah.
You said earlier about how when you were younger you wanted to be a teacher. That was one of the first things. But guess what? You are a teacher.
Oh, well, thank you.
You are. You're a good teacher, and think of all the people that you're influencing out there now. So
awesome.
I think it's pretty amazing.
Yay, thank you. I appreciate that.
I kind of like this guy. So he's a keeper. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being with me for 3 Things at 3 today. I hope you've had a lot of fun. Again, for those of you who are just joining us, go to Deal of the Day. You can find all of these specials on there for 20% off today. And don't forget, you want to win the fabric bundle, right? So on Monday, I will choose someone. Go ahead and put in the comments below something new you've learned or some aha moment that you had, and we will be choosing you for that. And you're going to have to go back and read these comments. There are some really good ones here, Christopher.
Yes. I need to go back and look at the mustard comments and the peeps.
Yeah, and the peeps. Exactly.
And all the kind words. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet. You bet. All right, guys, have a wonderful weekend. Wherever you might be, whether it's sunny and hot outside or if it's burr cold, I hope you'll stay in and sew away and just have a fantastic weekend. I hope to see you all on Monday for another 3 Things at 3. In the meantime, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, stay home, but get some fresh air, and of course, keep sewing. Bye-bye.